Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tellor Dev Call. Today is February 10th, 2026. And this week we'll be working on an upgrade that it's coming up in a couple of weeks to mainnet. So this week we'll be testing it locally, then next week it'll be in Palmito, and then the next week it'll make its way into mainnet. It's mainly optimizations. Akram, you can give us a little bit of a summary of what those optimizations are.
Optimizations are mostly to reduce storage. Some of the items that we need, like the stake amounts and stuff like that, that get stored each time someone reports. So we're not doing it every single time. So that way that kind of reduces the storage, and also it's unnecessary since most of that doesn't really change that much. So we only update it when it needs to change, or the stake amounts change, or somebody delegates and things like that. The other thing is to delete old stuff like micro reports that we don't need anymore, especially after anything older than 21 days, which is really what the dispute window is. Yeah, so some cleanup, less iterations, and less storage. So hopefully that could help over the long run.
Tim, what have you been up to?
I'm working on cleaning up the relayer in preparation for finally going to mainnet, everything being fully live, but cleaning up a lot of stuff that was taking different directions over time, kind of getting rid of a lot of stuff that's not even needed anymore.
Dan.
Finally got Claude Code, beefed up my AI setup, reviewing some of what Akram was talking about, I guess, some potential fixes, optimizations.
Ryan.
Finishing up the Tellor pool repo use case. We're gonna have two repos, one for the library and then one for the sample use case. Also working on some minor tweaks on the feeds site and the block explorer.
Caleb and Spidey, you guys generally do all the testing in locally, DevNet, testnet, mainnet. So what are you guys up to this week? No, Spidey.
We have been doing some very robust upgrade testing. We're getting a lot better at that. Other than that, I was thinking about working on a reporter liveness monitor. It would be a really simple one, and I already have the Python version. I just have to make it a bot of some kind. And then I'm setting up a virtual machine for doing more tutorial type stuff.
Caleb.
I'm working on simplifying and kind of redoing the price feed side of the daemon. Moving forward after this, you can request all of your price updates every, let's say 15 or 30 seconds instead of having to do every single one. So we're gonna be trying to cut down on some of our API usage while still being robust and not just settling for less sources.
Also next week, we'll be at Denver. So if you guys are out there, ping us. Last week, I was in London for the Digital Asset Forum, and it was really great. There's a lot of talk, a lot of optimism around institutional investment coming or already being and staying in the ecosystem. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about regulatory clarity and the differences between Europe and the US, and everybody really wants a piece of that pie. But at least for us, what's interesting is that the more investment that comes just into the ecosystem, the more it pushes the whole ecosystem to be better and to be safer. I think when we get into trouble is when a lot of money comes in and then somebody gets hacked, and then politicians and regulators decide that they want to over-regulate the entire ecosystem before it even gets a chance to mature. But from what I hear, everybody seems really optimistic, and everybody's really happy, at least for about the progress that we've made just in general as an industry. And so it was a good conference, very different than what Denver will be. Denver is going to be builders and founders, and it's a very different feel than when institutions are talking about just sort of injecting capital into the system. So it's very different frames of mind, because there's a lot of ideology behind crypto, and then there's just I want to make money right now and safely from the institutions. And then at some point we do merge, so it's always interesting to be in different types of conferences. But yeah, so if you guys are out in Denver, ping us. A lot of the team will be out there, and we'll be going to a lot of different activities, and there's always a lot of side events, so we'll be around. See you guys next week.